Welcome back. It's time for Media Watch on France 24, and Florence Villeminot joins me on set. Good evening.
Good evening.
You've got a special holiday edition for us today. Christmas is just around the corner. The media is buzzing with some holiday stories.
Absolutely, and I thought we would start out with a cute little video that's buzzing. It's called A Christmas Dance. It's a video that was organized by a phone operator. Basically, they set up, here we go, you see it. They set up these big screens in a lot of train stations across France, and they encourage people to get their groove on while they're waiting for their trains.
Is it working? Oh, it seems to be working.
And then you see people kind of timidly take out, and start getting their moves on. And some people are actually really good. Now, a lot of people, as you see, all ages took up the challenge, and it's a good way to spend your time while you're waiting for your train.
And unwind, I suppose.
Absolutely. Look like that guy's really good.
Some of them are pretty good. We've got the Christmas dancing, and you've got the Christmas singing. December rhymes with Christmas hit in the UK.
Absolutely. The Christmas hit is what everyone is wondering. What is the Christmas hit going to be? And this year, it could be a surprise. The year's fastest selling single is a song called Wherever You Are by the Military Wives Choir. And here you see the video that goes with it. Let's take a listen. So it's a really moving song that was written by the royal wedding composer called Paul Mueller, and it's set to a poem that's a kind of a compilation of bits of letters that were written between servicemen and their wives. Now, these servicemen are serving in Afghanistan, and some people are saying it's kind of a Christmas miracle because this song just came out a couple of days ago, and it's outselling all sorts of other songs, especially by popular artists like the X Factor winners, the Little Mix. So it's this
so
Christmas
you've got
miracle.
this thing that's sort of so personal and put together just like that.
Just like that, and it's
doing
really
so well.
pulling. Yeah, it's really getting a lot of support in Britain. Definitely pulling at the hearts of British people. Now, it's a 100-strong choir, and all the proceeds will go to charities. So you can only kind of root for them. You kind of hope they're going to win.
You've got another story on Christmas hits of years past.
Absolutely.
This time.
Kind of what happened to all these people that made these Christmas hits? It's an article in The Guardian that these people you'd think that they make a lot of money. Their records are selling, advertisements are using their songs, but it turns out that it's not so much of a Christmas tale for these people as sometimes, I guess you could say, usually is the case, the record
Is there
companies.
a Christmas hits curse?
It might be a Christmas hits curse. For instance, the disco group Boney M with their hit Mary Boyd's Child in 1978. Now, this was the biggest non-charity Christmas hit in the UK. It turns out they didn't make as much money as they were hoping to. The record industry made a lot more money. So the conclusion is, I guess, it's kind of hard to live a life of luxury after a Christmas hit.
Another big part of Christmas for many is the nativity scene, a tradition. The French Foreign Legion has an interesting take on this.
Yes, each year the French Foreign Legion has a competition for nativity scenes, and let's take a look at some of their works of art. Here you see them. Now, it seems like there's a very military theme this year. You see helicopters, and there you see a helicopter.
That's
doesn't seem
interesting.
Not very historically accurate, perhaps. But then there's some more traditional mangers with Joseph and Mary and baby Jesus, and I guess it could come as a surprise from the tough Foreign Legion. But we're gonna take a listen and hear what the commander of the elite military unit has to say about it.
The week of Christmas is a time to take a break. We can put down our pens and our weapons, of course, if we're not on a mission. We stop what we are doing. We have Christmas competitions because it should be festive. People should relax.
Moving on to another Christmas story, another Christmas tradition, and it's called the War on Christmas. It's becoming something of a thing in the United States.
Absolutely. That's what David Sirota seems to think. He's writing an article in Salon where he says that this alleged war on Christmas is becoming as much of a tradition as, say, caroling or Black Friday. But he said, what is this war on Christmas? It's a complaint that's coming from the Christian right that says that every time someone says Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas, they're declaring war on Christmas. And here you see the article in Salon, and there's a photo there of Bill O'Reilly, who's a big defender of Christmas, as you see right there. But the article says that this is kind of a fake outrage machine, and that basically it's a knee-jerk reaction, and it's a kind of a manufactured sentiment that comes up every year.
Do they want to exclude everyone who doesn't celebrate Christmas?
That's exactly what he says in his
the
article.
US is so diverse.
Absolutely. He says that there's a plurality of religion that needs to be defended, and there's a separation of church and state.
Most importantly.
Most importantly.
Finally, it wouldn't be Christmas without a kiss under the mistletoe. Some people in the States hoping for a bit of a sneaky kiss could be disappointed.
You might have to kiss that tradition goodbye this year because there's a shortage of mistletoe. It's so tragic in the United States. Basically,
They'll just have to find another tactic.
They're going to have to find another tactic, exactly. This is an article in Time. The New York Times is also reporting about this. This shortage is due to a record drought in Texas. Basically, the state of Texas lost close to 70% of its mistletoe. There was also bad weather across the country. So it's really even fake mistletoe is hard to come by, I guess, because of the law of supply and demand. As you said, you're going to have to find another tactic. I don't know, maybe holly? What else could you find?
I see a business opportunity for someone who wants to fill that gap. Thanks very much, Florence Villeminot. Thanks for being with us. That was Media Watch on France 24. Don't go away. Live from Paris continues. Up next is Web News, and Hollywood star Christian Bale is assaulted in China. You'll get the lowdown on the incident, but first, we begin with the ongoing protests in Bahrain.